All right, everybody. Welcome to a brand new series. That's right. We are doing some cities, skylines. Woo! Oh man, I'm actually really excited about this. It's gonna be a short but sweet mini series. Probably a couple episodes because we have a deadline. You might be wondering about this map. Well, it's from the Berlin Build Off. Basically, it's this little competition that they're running where we have to go and design a bridge. The bridge is supposed to be in this tile. It's basically there's a whole bunch of museums right around where my cursor is, and they used to have a little walking connection across this river Spray. I think it's Spree or Spray. Um, and it got bombed out in World War II. And now there's no connection between these two areas of Berlin, and they want to build a new one. So they're doing this really cool competition. It's called the Waisenbrücke, I think is how you pronounce it, which means like orphan bridge in German. But I will butcher any German. Like I'm gonna try to like talk about some of the major landmarks. I don't know Berlin. I'm mostly working off of like a little bit of research I've got on Wikipedia because as you can see here, we have basically a tiny section of Berlin. We need to build up this one so that we can buy this section and then build the bridge. Other aspects of the Berlin build-off, so they want you to fix Berlin's traffic situation. Basically by having a lot of new pedestrian and bicycle paths and stuff. And the other thing is, since we play vanilla games, I'm on the vanilla map. I don't have any overlays. I don't have any like pre-installed roads. We're gonna have to build it all from scratch, relying just on a little copy of Google Maps I have open on my iPad, and these trees. These trees that hopefully line up to where the various roads go. It's gonna be interesting because I don't see myself really getting an accurate map of Berlin, but it doesn't have to be completely accurate. I feel like, well, we're doing the vanilla map, and we're just doing this for fun. I don't expect to win any prizes. I just think, this sounds cool. And it's a good way to jump into some city skylines, and why not? Let's see what we can do with this whole vanilla map and rebuild Berlin. That's going to start with us getting roads down, and I'm going to try to be as accurate as possible using like eyeballing it with Google Maps. Now, if I wanted to break my rule, I could go get a little mod that gives you the overlay of this exact map. By the way, I'll put in the description a link to the competition, because if you're watching this, you probably want to join in the fun too, right? Like it's gonna be like a pretty cool little build off. It lasts until April 30th, and yeah, it's just kind of like a fun thing to do. So let's get into it now. I don't want to destroy these trees because they're my guideline. And this is accurate, by the way. These trees are meant to represent the actual species of trees that line the streets of Berlin. Realistically, I don't think we can preserve them, because once we put the roads down, we're going to zone next to the roads, and that will kill the trees, sadly. But they're very nice as guidelines. If we had, like, Move It and a couple of mods, we could preserve most of the trees, but, well, we don't have that. So I don't think we can actually keep the trees safe forever. You might be wondering what part of Berlin this is. So this is the grand entrance, and this little weird wonky segment, that's where the Brandenburg Gate is. And right below it is the Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe. So like the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin. And they have like a bunch of the embassies and stuff around here. Now, it's still on pause because I'm going to jump away from the actual game and show you a little overlay of basically the zoning map of Berlin. And I'm going to explain to you what all these zones do, because thanks to Google Translate, I've been able to translate them all. Now, the magenta color is common use. I don't know what they mean by that. I assume it's like plazas and parkways and stuff, but not like planted green space, just plazas. So we're going to try to emulate that by building some plazas and the like in those regions. We also have kind of that lighter pink color, and that one is residential area. It's not much residential area in downtown Berlin, and I suspect that's the main reason why they have so many traffic issues. If you want people to walk in a city, you have to have them living in the city. If they are forced to live outside the city because of zoning, they're not going to be able to walk anywhere in it. Like, maybe they can take a train in and walk around that way, but it's much more convenient if they actually live in the city. So I'm going to try to do that as we finish out this, this map. I'm going to try to rezone it a bit and do it in a way that encourages more residential living in this area. Because literally downtown Berlin, it's just like any major capital city. It's all embassies, government offices, and hotels and tourist spots and museums. Very similar to Washington, D.C., and also, like, it's similar in some ways to a lot of touristy towns. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to Savannah or Charleston. They both have a very similar downtown where it's all hotels and not much actual living room for the people who have to work downtown. So it leads to colossal amounts of traffic because everyone has to commute into the actual city. So I'm going to try to I'm going to address that in this build off a bit. I'm going to try to include like a little bit of rezoning, because they give you permission, to just do whatever you want with the map, but I want it to be as close as I can get a vanilla map to the authentic downtown Berlin, and I'm going to attempt to represent the actual zoning of it. That's why you're looking at the zoning map. To continue, though, let's see. So brown is mixed. Brown is stuff like maybe some commercial, some residential, together. Now, unfortunately, it's hard to do that in city skylines. I might be able to accomplish that with some unique buildings and that kind of thing, but they don't really have like they don't give you like a multi-tier zoning where like you would have a business on the bottom floor and then the upper floors would be residences, which is it's kind of a shame. It's a limitation of the game, but that's what we're working with. It would probably be too hard for your computer to handle it, honestly. Let's see, otherwise we've got, so there's a brown with a tan outline, and those are all the government buildings and embassies. So as you can see, like, there's a lot of that in downtown Berlin, and not much in terms of actual residences. And green is, well, as you expect, it's green space, it's parkland. It's stuff like the Grother Tiergarten? Grother? It's a very weird little German letter. I don't know what it means. But, it's a major park in, as you approach Brandenburg. It's probably the biggest park in the city of Berlin. But, we'll try to represent that. And I'm not going to, unfortunately, now that you've seen that, we can go back to the actual map in the game, and with the magic of editing, I snap my fingers. There it is. Cool. So we're right back into it, and this whole light green area is actual parkland. So it's kind of nice that they visually like give you a hint on the map. And I'll try to like this little square. I'll give it a little bit of attention, but with the deadline looming, we got about a month to work on this, and all this starting section is outside of the actual competition. The competition is in this circle. What do you call it? It's in this little tile right here, right? The map tile, or area, or whatever City Skylines calls it. So we're going to try to buy this tile as soon as we can, and I'm going to be spending most of my time making this one as nice as I can. I'm no expert builder. I'm not even all that good at City Skylines, to be honest, but I'm going to do my best, damn it. Now let me do my traditional, like, Alt-Tab to, okay, we are recording. Good. I've yet to mess up recording yet, but I get so paranoid about it, so I want to make sure that I stick with it. Anyway, let's jump into this, shall we? Basically, the first order of business is I'm going to build out the road network, and I'm probably going to not zone this accurately at the start. The intention of that is to, well, we have to, like, obviously, like, there's not a big power plant in downtown Berlin. There's not going to be, like, waterworks, like, all this stuff, like, that would be outside of the main downtown area, right? But we have to do it for this map because, you know, we're kind of, we have to build the city up, you know, we're not doing, like, I'm literally, like, playing the standard game of City Skylines, so we have to figure out how to make money, and, like, even though there's no industry section in this part of Berlin, we're gonna, like, have to have it until we unlock offices. But I will strive to stay true to the actual, you know, the actual city. Now, let's see, we have to build a little road. Can I jump into, I cannot, question mark? I thought I could build a dirt road straight away instead of this 2-lane road. Is it locked out? Okay, not there, not there. These are dumb intersections I built in the workshop. They are garbage, don't worry about them. Okay, well, we'll build, like, the smallest bit of road we can, just to unlock the rest of the roads, and immediately smash it to get a refund. It's weird that they make you do that, but, you know, whatever. So what actual size is this road? It is a... Is this a one-way? It's been a little while since I played City Skylines, so... Yes, this is like a one-way highway that goes around. None of the names of these roads, like, I guess I could try to make them accurate. What is this road called? Oh god, already it's got like a crazy German name that I can't possibly... It literally has one of their weird letters, because it's like... I have to look up this letter. I don't know what it is. It's German alphabet stuff. So I don't know. But right in here, this is where the Brandenburg Gate is located. So it doesn't look like there's an actual road there, or is there? Yeah, they got like a little plaza behind it. So it's like the Brandenburg Gate and then a plaza. I'm not going to use modded assets, but maybe we can represent that with a statue or something. Like I said, you know, it's just kind of... Alright, we're going to start with dirt roads, though. Not because it's actually accurate, but because elevation step is... I'm trying to remember how City Skylines actually plays. That's, it's definitely a... What is it? Why is this popping up here? Oh, that's just some weird guide. Because it's been... I haven't played City Skylines in a long, long time. So, I'm going to be pretty hopeless when we first start out. Now... Okay, so looking at this, my guess is this is the, it's a thing. It's the Berlin Mall, which has like a little plaza with a bunch of little lovely trees in it. So that's a good little landmark for us to use. But it's not the best. What I really want is like a nice straight road that I can follow, has trees along it, so we can just like get an initial marking in. And I think there is one that goes... There's the Wilhelmstrasse, or Street, or whatever. Oh god. The Google map this is going to be so tricky, isn't it? Yeah, looking at it, there is a road that goes straight through here. And it goes straight for quite a ways. And then this, basically, I want a road that goes straight from here. Yeah, like 90 degrees. We'll just draw it out. I think it goes like that. Boom. I'm going to commit to it. And then there's one that cuts straight through here. And see, the one up here is a little bit wonky. That's why I can't exactly use it. I'm trying to figure out where these trees are, because these trees are accurate. Right? So, they can mark out roads. So looking at it, yeah, there's a monument here. So if there's a monument, this is the monument to, it's basically the Holocaust monument in Berlin. I don't know where these trees are. I don't see them on the map. Oh no. Okay, so, interesting. I think, and again, I'm probably going to immediately like mess this up and not get it accurate, but here's my guess. Okay, so there's a line of trees. This road, it goes down a line of trees, and there's a break and a road here, and then there's another line of trees. I think this little square is the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. The 2,711 columns. So kind of a bummer to think about that, but at the same time, like obviously, people can be horrible to each other. So yeah. Anyway, I shouldn't say anyway. Like it I mean, my family, like my last name is German, and my family very likely was actually Jewish, but they converted during the pogroms and fled to America. So, like an earlier period of basically like Jewish people being murdered by Germans. God, it's such a tough, it's a difficult, it's a Holocaust. It's not easy to take lightly or anything like that. Now, let us just kind of not be bummed out. Now I made myself sad. I don't know if I can fit this in with guidelines on. Let's see. Toggle snapping. I want snapping off. Because I'm trying to line up this road and it doesn't want... See, if I do this, I think it's going to delete the trees, and I don't want that. If I start here, that looks a little better. I'll just extend this down, and please don't delete the trees. Yes, okay. Hopefully I can now connect this road. Yes, okay. So, yeah, looking at this, immediately below, this is the Deutsche Bank headquarters, and what looks like the embassy to the United States. There's a little line of trees, and then a small road that... It's interesting that this line of trees is what is throwing me off, because looking at it, right? So there's a line of trees. I definitely see that. And then... Okay, there is a road that goes, like, down this way. But I don't see any trees along it. Okay. There are a couple of trees along it. I'm wondering... Yeah... There's this line of trees, this double tree thing. I'm trying to find a place on the map with double trees. It doesn't exist. It's not there. Did the trees get cut down before they made the map? It's a mystery. There's also like a line of trees, a very obvious line of trees along the road that goes straight out like this, and I don't see that. I think the trees are a lie. I think that they messed up a little bit, or they're using like trees that got cut down? Question mark. Yeah, I don't see the double line of trees. Oh boy, which already complicates things, right? It already makes things a little bit tricky. Also, I gotta remember, we have a budget coming in, and so we sort of need to pay attention to that. That could be an issue. Now, right in the middle of here, you see how this like dips and then goes up again? That is on the map. And there is a road. Right. So this right here, this looks to be where the memorial to the Jews is. The murdered Jews. And then up here is where the embassy is. Okay. Yeah, and just after this curve, it goes kind of down like that. These trees are going to get deleted for sure. Which is a little bit of a shame. Oh, dang it. Is there an undo button? I think that's going to happen a lot. But basically, yeah, there's a road that goes straight. And this little area in here, I'm going to assume that most of the trees get deleted. But this little area in here is like a gymnasium or something. There's like a, yeah, like a tennis court and stuff. And this is the monument. So we know that there's a road that follows, that basically goes like this. And follows these trees. And this is the monument to the Jews. So we'll try to put like, I can't do like a monument like how they have, but maybe I'll do like the graveyard in here. Make a little park maybe, something like that. You know, we want to try to represent these places accurately if we can. And then this part just kind of makes a little like square, so that's easy enough. Boom. And actually, wow, some of those trees are still left alone. We'll have to upgrade these roads once we can. Now, going by this, yeah, we got this is the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. And this is like the little gymnasium type stuff. And then there is, yeah, just a straight road that cuts through, and this goes down. Okay, so I can follow. This right here goes to a fairly large road that I can see on the map. So we know that there is a road that goes through here and that there is an intersection here. So let's go ahead and do that intersection. It would be kind of like this, right? Ah, poor trees. They're getting brutalized. The snapping needs to be gone. No, I want you as close as possible. Click. Okay. If the trees are still like okay, then I'm pretty happy. It looks like we're gonna lose some of them. We try to make this corner. Okay. I'll put this here. Now the problem is, okay, we go to this road. We'll refund that. Oh, the trees pop back up. That's kind of nice. And we'll just draw straight across. And then, okay. That's cool. That's real cool that the trees will just pop up again. I wonder how they did that. There. Now we have that good, clean intersection, and it's actually representative of the thing. And then we can do 180, and we know that's fairly accurate. Like I said, this is a vanilla thing. It's going to be as accurate as we can make it, but maybe a little bit inaccurate too. So this road, it actually does curve a bit. That's the thing. If we look here, it's actually not, this section here is not straight. This road is straight, like that. But then we have a road that is just like goes this way. And we'll draw it straight across, boom. And this does do that like odd little dip right there. It's really fun. Like I love like trying to do these like building the cities out from little maps and stuff. So anyway, wow, it's already coming together. We do need to remember to zone, and that's why I'm using dirt roads, because we can upgrade them later, make them a bit more accurate, but we also at the same time you know, have to be kind of careful with how our budget goes because we are currently playing with a relaxed budget. Okay, so memorial here, gymnasium here, and then beneath it, it's not quite a straight road. It looks like it has a little bit of a curve to it, like this one here. Oh, that looks okay actually. Yeah, because it follows. It's a little bit off. We know that because the trees they got a little bit deleted, but I feel like that's mostly accurate. And then, yeah, then it does go straight and then curve up. You can actually see that in the trees here. This is so much fun. Yeah, it does this and then it curves like so. Okay, so basically my plan is I'm going to build out this little section of the city of Berlin, just in dirt roads, right? And we're going to try to zone it as close as we can to the proper zoning. Maybe and then we have to build the city up a bit and make some money. What I'm probably going to do at this point is just a time lapse, just so we get most this little section built out. And I'd like to build over towards here a little bit as well. We'll see how it goes. We're not going to develop this whole region perfectly. We might do that later, but really the goal today is to try to keep these streets accurate, but also get our city pop up enough that we can buy this tile because we're spending most of our time developing this region. So at this point, basically I'm just gonna time lapse. Why not? So I will get back to you after this after I've built this out and zoned it a bit. We'll build some power and water and stuff like that, but none of that's going to be permanent. I'll try to move that out of the city a bit, but we need it to. This is, it's vanilla build. So anyway, see y'all in whenever I'm done. Okay, I just did a little bit of zoning there because I figure we can let it unpause it. I don't want faster time. Come on, say Skylines. Okay, we'll leave it on slower time, but might as well be collecting a little bit of money, right? Now I'm kind of curious. If you look at the zoning, I don't know if these will actually grow. I'm trying to preserve these trees, but I mean, if we can't, we'll just zone over them. I think it has to be adjacent to a street, so we might not be able to manage that. Eventually, we're going to this zoning is just to get the city established, so that In fact, I can probably get rid of part of that just because. This is not going to be the final zoning at all. It's just that I need to get a trickle of income coming in because we're losing a lot each week. We're losing a lot each week. It should fix itself up though once it starts to zone a bit. Now, oh no, what have I done? Okay, let's pause. The flow of the river goes the opposite the direction I expected it to. If we look at water, how do we see the river flow again? Is it wait, how come I can't see the actual... Okay, let's go to information panels then. Yeah, when water's up, we should be able to see the flow of the river. Maybe this isn't water that you can pump? Question mark? It says no sewage treatment. Power's okay. I can't see what direction the river flows. Okay, it does. Okay, it flows very gently this direction. So I goofed. I need to go. Okay, I don't need pipes. I need... Where is... Can I just move again? Oh, God. It's been forever. I don't want to bulldoze, because I just want to move it. Is it not in here? Is it another menu? Oh, my God. Ah, relocate building. Yeah. Let's swap them. We're going to lose a little bit of money on this, but... it has to happen. Okay, and that one, good. Now we're not pumping sewage into the into people's drinking water. For some reason, I thought the river would flow the other direction. I don't know why, but I should have checked that. I was just making weird assumptions. Anyway, this should be okay now. Let's unpause for a minute and see if, yeah, that's pumping out. We should have good clean water now. I don't know why it doesn't show the flow. Oh wow, we're pumping all the water out of a tiny little river. Maybe I should use a water tower instead, but no, this is fine. This is fine. It should be serviceable. Yeah, I think we will have to zone over the trees, which is a bummer, but I don't think... you know what? I'll preserve the trees. There's still enough room in some areas that we don't have to... We can do like that. And it'll still be enough zoning, I think, for us to make enough money to continue to grow the city. So... just because I'd like to try to preserve it if I can. Oh God, I have nighttime turned on for a very specific reason, and that reason is I need the 1001 Nights achievement, and it's the worst achievement in the game. I hate it because now I'm blind, and I had to wait anyway, so I might as well speed up time. Hopefully, we start getting a positive weekly income. So it just comes down to like demand for things going up and down. Process. Why are you suggesting that? All my treatment's good. Don't make weird suggestions. It freaks me out. Yeah, we'll just have to wait out this night. This miserable night. So my plan is like get this section functional enough that we can grow and buy the next tile over. And continue to fund building out these roads and all that good stuff. So it's not going to be accurate zoning yet. It will be eventually, but not right now. But yeah, that's kind of like the gist of it. Like there's going to be a lot of time lapsing. in this series, I think, just because it's City Skylines, but I'll try to have a little bit of talking too, and all that jazz. But for the most part, this is the series. Like, we're gonna be doing these little, like, what do you call it? It's gonna be like a shorter series in general than my typical sort of explain everything that's happening on screen for hours and hours game. It's gonna be a little bit more like relaxed, chill. I'm aiming for like maybe 20-minute episodes or so, just to see how it does with a just like quicker, shorter episodes on a series. I plan for most of my series to be about an hour long, but I also like I want to see I just want to see how it goes when we have. So I need more residential. Okay, let's pause. Anyway, you get the gist of it. I'll probably jump back into this once I've unlocked this, because mostly it's just waiting to get people to move in and building out some of these little city bits and all that. So it's not it's nothing like that's crazy exciting until the city starts to really like take off, and the whole point is to get this section of the city unlocked. So I think I'm going to call that an episode there. Anyway, I really appreciate you all tuning in, and who knows, like, maybe we'll do well in this competition. I don't think that'll be the case. Like, there were so many amazing builders in SimCity, and I'm not an expert at all. I love the game. I'm definitely going to, like, do my best, but at the same time, I freely acknowledge that I'm not a master builder at SimCity. Oh God, I said the cursed name. I meant City Skylines. Apologies to the entire planet. I grew up playing tons of SimCity, so in my brain, this is the spiritual successor, and maybe even the best version of a city simulation. Like, I love City Skylines. As much as I love SimCity 2000 when I was a child, in my mind, this is the spiritual successor. This is the, the one that, like, continues the legacy. Not the SimCity 2013 game that was interesting, had some interesting ideas, and then they blew it by making the maps super small and just like breaking up into little sections because they were lazy programmers. That's literally why they did it. They didn't want to figure out a way to optimize their programming, so they said, screw it, we'll just make it so that the region's really super small. And that way we don't have to worry about lag. And that was kind of a big disappointment. Because I like having big, massive regions. It's cool. Anyway, so I appreciate you all tuning in. And yeah, that's a wrap. That's an episode. I'm out of here. Bye.